Arthur Machen, a short story collection. An introduction. Arthur Llewelyn Jones was born in Caerleon, Monmouthshire, on the 3rd of March 1863. Machen came from a long line of clergymen, and when he was 2, his father became vicar of a small parish about 5 miles north of Caerleon, and Machen was brought up at the rectory there. In his early years, he received an excellent classical education, but family poverty ruled out university, and he was sent to London to sit exams to attend medical school, but failed the exams. He did show literary promise with the publication of the poem Eleusinia in 1821. But life in London was difficult, and it was only in 1883 that he published again and was taken on to translate several French works, which thereafter became the standard editions for many years. In 1887 his father died. That same year he married Amelia Hogg, a maverick music teacher with a passion for the theatre. He also began to receive legacies from Scottish relatives, which allowed him to devote more time to writing. After publishing in literary magazines, in 1894 he published his first book, The Great God Pan. Its sexual and horrific content very much helped sales. Over the next decade or so he wrote some of his best work, but was unable to find a publisher, mainly due to the collapse of the decadent market over Oscar Wilde's scandalous trial. In 1899 his wife died, and during his long recovery he took up acting and journeyed around the country as part of a travelling company. 3 years later he was publishing again and had remarried. Republishing of earlier works helped anchor both his reputation and his income. By the time the Great War opened Europe's wounds, he returned to the public eye with The Bowman, helped by the publicity around the Angel of Mons episode. However, by the late 20s, new works had dried up, and his back catalogue was no longer a source of regular income. In 1932, he received a civil list pension of £100 per annum, but other work was not forthcoming. His finances finally stabilised with a literary appeal in 1943 for his 80th birthday and allowed him to live his remaining years in relative comfort. Arthur Machen died on 15th of December 1947 in Beaconsfield. He was 84.
N. by Arthur Machen. Chapter 1. They were talking about old days and old ways, and all the changes that have come on London in the last weary years. A little party of 3 of them, gathered for a rare meeting in Perrot's rooms. One man, the youngest of the 3, a lad of 55 or so, had begun to say, "I know every inch of that neighbourhood, and I tell you there's no such place." His name was Harlis, and he was supposed to have something to do with chemicals and carboys and crystals. They had been recalling many London vicissitudes, these 3, and it must be noted that the boy of the party, Harlis, could remember very well the Strand as it used to be, before they spoilt it all. Indeed, if he could not have gone as far back as the years of those doings, it is doubtful whether Perrott would have let him into the meeting in Mitre Place, an alley which was an entrance of the inn by day, but was blind after 9 o'clock at night, when the iron gates were shut and the pavement grew silent. The rooms were on the 2nd floor, and from the front windows could be seen the elms in the inn garden, where the rooks used to build before the war. Within, the large, low room was softly, deeply carpeted from wall to wall. The winter night, with a bitter, dry wind rising and moaning even in the heart of London, was shut out by thick, crimson curtains, and the 3 men sat about a blazing fire in an old fireplace, a fireplace that stood high
Sample complete. Ready to continue?